Carolina Weather Watchers. Hopefully everyone has had a fantastic Sunday. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jess Peterson, and let's go and talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on pretty much for the entire state of South Carolina. We do have winter storm watches now in effect for the low country of South Carolina. So that mainly is for 1 to 3 inches of snow. Now for the low country of South Carolina is forecasted. And if you go up to the winter weather radar, we do actually have some little snow activity trying to go on inside of northern Alabama as well as Florida, getting some rain, some snow going on up here inside the northeast and off the coast. We do have some rain going on over there. We also do have some snow going on over here inside of Wyoming, Nevada, as well as Colorado and Utah as well. As we go on and bring up our current cloud cover right now, honestly, is pretty clear. It's pretty clear out there right now. I mean, we do have some low clouds over there near Florence and then some clouds off the coast, but overall, nice and clear. Going on, talking about our cloud cover for the future. As you go on and push this forward, that is not the one I want. I'm going to have to refresh this, but that should take only about a second. I'm guessing that they don't have it, so we're just going to roll what we got. So as we go on and push through tonight, cloud cover steaming to stay clear, and then as you move into tomorrow morning, there is some cloud cover. That activity kind of like scattered going through the South Carolina region, but overall still seeming to be kind of just like a scattered cloud activity event. Moving on, let's go on and talk about our temperature. This is our 9 o'clock temperatures right here. 30 in Greenville, as well as 32 in Anderson, 32 in Union, as well as 34 in Rock Hill, 39 inside of Bennettville, as well as 46 in Loris, 48 in Myrtle Beach, 46 in Georgetown, 44 in Moncks Corner, as well as Charleston, 41 in Walterboro, as well as 43 in Beaufort, 39 in Fairfax, 37 in Barnwell and Augusta, as well as 43 inside of Savannah. Here is your low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures for tonight around 19 in Greenville and Spartanburg, as well as 21 inside of Rock Hill, 23 in Winsboro, as well as 24 in Cheraw, 26 in Dillon, 27 in Florence, 30 inside of Myrtle Beach, 27 in Georgetown, as well as 33 in Charleston, 29 in Moncks Corner, 27 in Walterboro, 31 in Hilton Head Island, and 23 in Aiken. Here is your forecast precipitation. No chance of rain pretty much for the entire state, even though there is just a little 10 to 20% chance up there in the far northern Oconee County up there. But again, it's really just sticking up there towards the border, and a 10 to 20% chance is not much. Moving on now, let's go on and talk about our future. When I say future, just like the next 48 or so hours, just to see what's going on as we go on and push this forward. This is the wrong one right here. So here we go. So as we move through tonight, not really seeing anything as we move all the way through. There goes some rainfall right there. Let's go on and switch to winter precipitation just to see if that's any sort of early, just snow, ice. But as you go on and push that forward, it actually does seem to be like some little freezing rain / rain activity. And then as you go on and push this forward some more, not really seeing anything else until you get to around 7 o'clock p.m. This is our Tuesday night right here. Snow starting to push into Georgia, and we'll eventually get through to South Carolina. So we'll have a really good idea of who's going to get snow, especially tomorrow night. So now going on, let's talk just about snow totals. I want to talk about snow totals. I said we would break down every single region, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's talk about the low country first. So here is your expected snowfall rates from the National Weather Service at Charleston. That goes all the way from 1.5 inches in Allendale, 2.4 in Beaufort, 2 inches inside of Walterboro, 2.3 in Charleston, 2.2 inches inside of Summerville, and 2.1 inches inside of Moncks Corner. That is what is expected. Again, this can change and it will change. We can get more, we can get less. Overall, I like the range that they have it right now. I don't. I think 1 to 3 is a good range for right now. 4 to 6, that would be nice, but I don't know that it will be all the way up there right now. And then even into Georgia as well, like Savannah 1.9, Statesboro 1.8. And then in terms of ice accumulation, here's your expected ice accumulation from the National Weather Service of Charleston, and pretty much only has 1/100 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch of ice through pretty much the coastal regions, coastal Charleston County, coastal Beaufort County, as well as coastal Colleton County. But really just seeming like we won't really receive too much ice for the next 3 days from now until Wednesday at 1 p.m. Going on to the National Weather Service of Columbia. Here is their little risk right here. Pretty much from Anderson, Greenwood, Newberry, Winsboro, Camden, Florence, Bennettsville. They pretty much have less than an inch, pretty much for their all of these regions. And again, probably will get some of the least or the lesser amount in terms of snowfall in this event. Orangeburg can get an inch. Barnwell, Manning, Sumter can all get an inch as well. So I mean, it's not like nobody's gonna get an inch, but I mean, it is possible though. It is possible. Moving on to ice accumulation as well. Not really much. I mean, there may be some ice over here just to the south of Manning and to the south and east of Orangeburg, but overall, not really seeing much. Moving on over here towards the National Weather Service of Greenville, Spartanburg. No snow. No snow is expected for the Greenville, Spartanburg region through Union, Chester, Rock Hill, Greenwood. And if you move over here to the ice accumulation forecast, nothing expected now. And then moving on over here to the National Weather Service of Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, Marion, King Street, Georgetown, Sumter, St. Matthews. All these regions have a inch of rain not inch of rain, inch of snow that is forecasted. And then going up there in North Carolina, maybe an inch to maybe even a bit more. But overall, seeming to be around an inch. And then if you go to ice, no ice is expected. So that's just what's going on in each region. And if I was a snow lover, definitely would want to be inside of the low country of South Carolina because that's probably where most of the snowfall will probably be at in that low country region right here. And then if you go over into the upstate, this is probably the lesser amount. And if you don't like snow, I'd recommend being up there inside of the Greenville Spartanburg region because that region right there probably won't get a whole bunch. It will probably get the lesser amount in terms of everyone. So now that about covers that. Again, things will change as I pull up this. Things will change. And do not. Those totals that you see now will try to fluctuate maybe a little bit, but let's check out the models now and just see what they say. But moving on now to the models. Right now, it pretty much shows nothing really going on again until you get to around January the 21st. There goes that snow activity. Light snow going through the pretty much through like the western portion of South Carolina as you get into around 7 p.m. on January the 21st. As you move into January the 22nd, 1 o'clock in the morning, snowfall will be going through pretty much most of South Carolina. And then as you continue through, past that, a high pressure will take over, and then we get some more rain as we go all the way into the end of January. And then look at this, the potential for another winter storm going into the end portion of January, into the early portion of February. And that's too far out to talk about. We'll talk more about that once we get there. But I think this was actually the storm that we were looking at for some severe weather as well. So I believe it was this one right here. So if that ends up turning into some snowstorm, that would actually be interesting. So now let's check out the Euro as well. Euro's been the most consistent, I'd say. If I was to say one model was more consistent than the rest, I definitely would say that the Euro has been the most consistent. But as you continue through, snowfall going through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, And then Georgia, as well as the western panhandle of Florida, will be getting some snow. And then we also do have some snow going on again throughout the entire state of South Carolina. And it shows rain for I mean, not rain, but snow for pretty much everybody. So this would be a best case scenario pretty much for everybody. But as you continue on past there, well, that's the only one we're going to talk about. We're not going to go any further than that. But pretty good scenario right there. If you go on to the CMC, this is the Canadian model now, and you go on and push this forward. This one was showing the full-blown winter storm, but it's severely backed off and went to the breaks as an option, as not really much snow is going to be falling anymore, according to this model, in really most of South Carolina. The low country, maybe the PD region, but other than that, that's pretty much it. And it's going to be kind of light. And then anything else past that, there was like a little chance for a little just dusting of snow, sleet, freezing rain past that, but that's like a day or two ahead, so not really much to say there. Going on and talking about our last model, the Icon. This one actually brings snow again, low country PD region, Midlands, but not to the upstate. And there goes a little storm or little system trying to bring some more snow, but it doesn't really do much to South Carolina. So overall, and the question is still being asked, if you will receive snow or not. I did leave a question or a little poll up here inside of the chat, and I'm honestly interested by these results. 9 people have voted. 78% of people says yes, while 22% says no. That and if you are one of those people that answered, I do want to know if you would like to. Let me know why you think that you won't get any snow or why you think that you will. Models are still inconsistent right now, and we're this close to the event, and models are still not agreeing on some key aspects, and that's just what we're dealing with right now. So we're just going to have to continue to wait. I honestly cannot believe I'm saying that this close, but the models are just not agreeing on a specific thing. So this might just come down to a day thing, to where the day of, we're like, okay, this is for sure going to happen right now. So let's just wait. Again, hopefully tomorrow night will be a little bit more organized and a little bit more concise, and we start to agree, and the models start to agree with each other. But right now, they are still very far apart. Right now, they are still very, very far apart. So let's go ahead and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Churro says, hi, Joseph, hello to you. Congratulations, thank you so much. Mr. Anthony says, happy anniversary and good evening to everyone, and good evening to you. Thank you so much. Mr. Oliver says, good evening. Congratulations on your 1 year anniversary. Nice day. Breezy periodically, because of the cold front that pushed through today. Temperatures will be dropping tonight, but that's why it was breezy today. I do not think that we will get any snow. Why do you think that we won't get any snow? If you don't mind me asking. And then Trail said, I'm so proud of you, Joseph. You're doing an amazing job. Love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Love you as well. My cousin Cheryl, which we do have a couple of pictures from up there inside of Philadelphia, will show that inside of the audience, or for y'all, for the audience as we go on. Before we talk about San Antonio and Raleigh, good evening, weatherman. It's still snowing in Philly slowly but surely, kind of chilly out there too. But I'm listening. Stay warm. Keep the good work. Love you, Cheryl. Love you as well. The Driving Life says, good evening, Joseph. How much snow and ice will Charleston, South Carolina get? Around 2 to maybe 3 inches. In terms of ice, I mean, again, we're still, a couple of days out. The forecast will change. But as of now, as of 9:17 p.m. on this Sunday, around 2 to 2.5 inches of snow and maybe a little glaze of ice, but overall, not much. We'll continue to monitor that as we go on throughout the next couple of days or the next day or so. Trail says, growing up, we learned about snow clouds and it warmed up, therefore it's going to snow. All right, so we'll see in the long run if that does end up occurring. So we'll go on. We'll wait. Let us know if it does snow up there inside Conway. Again, any pictures that you guys have, we will 100% show them for sure, for sure. And speaking of pictures, let me go on and show this real quick. This came from my cousin Cheryl inside of Philly. Let me go on and get them. I sent them to myself so I can go on and see them. This is the first one. The first one, I guess, I think it was maybe a little bit low quality, maybe from the ice as well. If it is freezing up there, windows might be getting a little icy. But right now, you can definitely see the snow up there. And then if you go over here, here is the second picture. Pretty much just shows a bit more of a clearer picture, but you can definitely see snow out there, and it is not as heavy, but it is still snow, so I guess you can't really complain about that. And if you have any pictures again that you would want to share with me, make sure that you email them to scweather360 at gmail.com. That is the email that you have to send it to. Or if you know me personally and you have my phone number, you can send them to me as well. I will happily go on and share them. But now let's go on and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh now. And then we will go on and wrap up with just regular weather news throughout the United States. And then we'll go on and wrap it up for tonight. So as you go on, moving through to San Antonio, there is some rain obviously going on as you move through to tomorrow night. And then there goes the freezing rain right there by around 3 o'clock in the morning as the freezing rain sets. And then honestly, not really showing any snow. I really did think that there were actually going to be a good snow chance for San Antonio, but according to the ARRR, not really. So we'll continue to monitor. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. But right now, seeming to be just a freezing rain / sleet event up there as we go on and move up here towards Raleigh, North Carolina. As we move on up here, there is not really a chance for any sort of precipitation for now. But as we go on and continue to push this forward through 24 hours, 30, 36, 48, no precipitation expected for Raleigh for the next 24, 48 or so hours. So now as we go on and wait for this to load up, let's go on and check out the likes as well. Let me go on and check it out. So we have 16 people watching, and only 13 likes. Let's go ahead and get that like button up. If you have not clicked the like button already, make sure that you go on and click it. As you go on and going into low temperatures tonight inside of Raleigh at around, seeming to be either something going on with this, but it says 26, so I'm going to guess low temperatures probably tonight. At around 26. Oh, the thing is still loading up there at the top. I did not realize that. But low temperatures tonight, seeming to be around 26. High temperatures tomorrow, probably around 31. Low temperatures tomorrow night, 19, 15 maybe even as well. And then high temperatures only getting into around 31, 32-ish going into your Tuesday. Moving down over here now towards San Antonio, Texas, as we go on and move our way over to here. Here we go, starting off with our temperatures down here. We do have seeming to be low temperatures tonight at around 24-ish. High temperatures tomorrow at around 39. Low temperatures tomorrow night probably at around 30-ish. And then high temperatures at around maybe, again, around 35-ish. Again, not really much to say there either. And that will about wrap that up. So now let's just talk about what's going on and just in terms of weather news. And then we do have some chats more to catch up on. We were gonna do the weekly thing tonight, but we're already at like 20 minutes, and I don't want to extend it out any longer than that. So we'll talk about just the weekly one tomorrow instead, because we're already at 20 minutes by now. So, talking about what's going on throughout the entire United States, there is not really a whole lot going on except for just the icy weather. I mean, you have extreme, dangerous cold for most of the country, rare winter storm for the south, fire weather concerns for Southern California as wildfires are still kicking up over there. No stop to it anytime soon over there inside of California. We have extreme cold warnings up for North Dakota, South Dakota, where it can get to, you heard this right, where it can get to as low as negative 55 degrees. Negative 55 degrees inside of North Dakota and South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska. I mean, all of those regions, even Alabama, will be getting some cold temperatures, Georgia as well, and that is for temperatures all the way down to around 13 degrees as well. So that entire region, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, even Mobile, Gulfport, the western panhandle of Florida. We obviously have the cold weather advisory going on for the low country of South Carolina as well, as there is wind chills as low tonight inside the low country of South Carolina at around 10, I believe around 10 degrees, somewhere around there. Maybe not 10, but I think around, yeah, somewhere around there, especially tomorrow night, where it can get wind chill values as low as 12 degrees. So honestly, if you're inside the low country of South Carolina, make sure pets, plants, anything like that that's outside, pipes as well, make sure that those are protected. And then, I mean, just a bunch of other stuff going on. I mean, Texas getting their winter storm, Louisiana up into Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Iowa, and just a bunch of other regions as well. Just everybody pretty much receiving cold weather, and it's just going to remain like that. So, that's going to about wrap this up. Let me check out the comments one more time. Trail says we had snow clouds most of the day. That's nice. Hopefully that does verify. That says good evening, just from bracing for icy weather. And then Mr. Michael says, well, here in Beaufort, it's certainly cold enough to snow. All of the Gulf Coast will be feeling a chill, and snow is in the forecast in the I-10 corridor in North Florida. Yes, Florida will be receiving ice and snow as well. So it is definitely not out of the question for them either. Very, very unusual. I think it's the first time in like 11 years in that certain area of Florida that they've gotten a winter storm watch, I believe it was. So it's been a long time. But that's going to about wrap this up. Again, thank you to everybody for the happy 1-year anniversary. It has been a bit more than a year, but we will still be celebrating that. And then hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Sunday. And I'll play some good music real fast to end off the stream tonight. So I will be back tomorrow morning with your Monday morning forecast.
Hey, yeah.